Our study is the association between parental-child relationships and psychological resilience. Attachment is important because it allows parents and children to define their secure and insecure relationships. Our research applies to our lives in ways that can help us feel more reassured, confident, and affectionate in parent-child relationships, but most importantly, resilient enough to bounce back from setbacks and worse. The first literature review is by Simpson. In this study, data was collected as part of a Minnesota study of at-risk plus adaptation from birth to adulthood, a longitudinal study of at-risk children plus their families that began in 1976. 267 women were recruited from the Minneapolis Public Health Clinic where they received prenatal care. The goal was to test whether and how attachment experiences plus relationships encountered during critical stages of development, infancy, early childhood, and adolescence. The results of that study was projected that participants were secure as a child and friendships rated and being more able to handle meaningful interactions with others, leading to more secure relationships as an adult. The next study is by Kennison. In this study, there were 324 undergrads. 169 women plus 117 of those had a relationship with their mother and father. Relationships with their mother and father are important factors of resilience. There were 4 protective factors of resilience in this study: social support, social skills, having the strongest links to parent-childhood relationships, plus attachment, planning and prioritizing, having the weakest link to relationships plus attachment. The results of that study indicated that long-term parent-child relationships supports theories of resilience and are critical in development. The hypothesis for our project was we hypothesized that having a strong attachment may relate to more resilience. Our research goal was we wanted to test the relationship between attachment and resilience.
In our study made by Qualtrics, 64 participants from the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth completed in the completion of the survey, with a mean age of 23 and a standard deviation of 6.7. 87.5% resulted in female, while male and other resulted in nearly 12.5%. 73% of participants resulted in Caucasian. 15.6% of participants were African American, and Hispanic/Latino resulted in the last 9.8%. Participants were to answer 16 questions total, 10 from the adult scale parental attachment short form, and 6 questions from the Breeze Resilience Scale from the University of Ohio to measure child attachment levels of resiliency. Operationally, we define child attachment through 2 subscales, safe and distant, while we define resilience through the Brief Resilience Scale by the University of Ohio. Correlations were run separately between both subscales and the resilience scale, as well as the 2 subscales together. Our method suggests that there is no true relationship discovered between child attachment and the levels of resilience. Subscales distant and safe resulted in a strong correlation with a significance of 0.70 and a Pearson's correlation of 0.001. The subscale safe near significance when correlated with the Brief Resilience Scale, with a significance of -0.23 and a Pearson's correlation of 0.07. The subscale distant did not near significance when correlated with the BRS scale, with a significance of 0.08 and a Pearson's correlation of 0.55.
Our study's main findings showed that safe attachment and resilience have no significance but neared it, resulting in a weak relationship. The study aimed to confirm the hypotheses that relationships with parental figures as a child can promote resilience in adulthood. Previous research shows that children in their relationship with their caregivers can influence resilience in adulthood. Researchers highlight the quality of parent-child relationship experiences that promote resilience in adulthood, and a secure attachment increases resilience. Evidence also shows that children who have had adverse experiences in childhood can recover and flourish in adulthood. An adverse experience such as homelessness, bullying, or witnessing domestic violence can create low self-esteem, depression, and anxiety in children. Evidence shows that children frequently visit their physicians and are more likely to fall ill than their counterparts. There is a strong need for more research in this area. We can further learn that society benefits from programs and interventions that promote resilience for at-risk children and support parents as a socioeconomic disadvantage. A disadvantage could be loss of employment, financial burden, or food insecurity. Evidence shows resilient communities benefit socially and economically as they share support and strengthen each other. A quality caregiver is present, consistent, and supportive. Caregivers who show adequate self-regulation during adversity can promote resilience in their children. The children can learn to problem solve and become resilient adults. Children who do not get all of their needs met or lack a quality caregiver can be insecurely attached. A strong attachment, better known as secure attachment style, promotes resilience. Developing resilience is important because previous findings show that resilient individuals have healthier mental health and are less likely to suffer from depression. Resilience can help individuals bounce back, overcoming previous trauma such as maltreatment. Resilience is also essential when faced with challenges. Promoting resilience provides the ability to solve problems, handle pressure, and deal with challenges. Results indicated that responders who received parental reassurance showed the least resilience, although the findings suggested that the relationship between parents and children had no association with resilience. Evidence shows the possibility because both scales approach significance. Interested researchers should study a more diverse population with larger samples over time after childhood. It is recommended to further research focusing on high-risk populations where individuals can bounce back and thrive in adulthood. References available upon request.